Tin laga block level resource person in career counseling phase 2 training inaugural program February 40 SCERT Kohima jelushi itu to hole Samagra Shiksha National para Antarang Foundation or youthnet lokot milligan organized kushi itu event day Kevileno Angami Commissioner and Secretary of School Education and SCERT para special guest tagishi training laga first team day career guidance laga purpose team career readiness program laga elements are Nagaland itu laga impact are master trainer laga role of focus crucial. Participants can ke students laga perspective te lesson experience group opportunity dishe to program. Kelhimha, Kenye Deputy Mission Director Samagra Shiksha Nagaland chaired crucial.
Counseling in schools. The first question is, why counseling in schools? Now that leads us to, why do we send our children to school? Or why do we have schools? So the first answer would be, we send our children, we have our schools so that our children would learn to read and write. Our children would be educated to gain knowledge, to learn the life skills, social skills, but ultimately to also find a career path for them, so that they have a livelihood in life. So that becomes our school, the medium which would provide all this would be our schools through our teachers. Now many of us present here, including me, we have chosen our career paths without anybody's guidance, without anyone providing us that guidance that this would be good for you. You have an aptitude to take up science, you have an aptitude to take up art. No one had provided us that guidance. We did on our own, we chose on our own, whether we had the strength or whether we did not have the strength. And this is the trend even now. Our children in schools, in the secondary schools, they offer science because they find it hard, they don't find it hard, or because some of their friends have opted for them, because they would be having the same friends in the same classroom, in the same section. That is why they opt for Education Policy 2020. It talks about flexibility of the curriculum. It talks about integrating the arts in the curriculum. It talks about integrating physical education, sports, crafts, arts in the curriculum. And we are required to provide all these disciplines, multi-disciplines in our schools, in our colleges, in the days to come, so that children have that flexibility, that option to choose. The government of India has also mandated that we provide vocational education in our schools. And accordingly, through Samagra Shiksha, in our government schools, we are providing vocational education in more than 100 schools, 153 or so. And that will increase, but it's still very limited, with very limited discipline, and we need to increase the number of disciplines in these schools so that children have the option to choose. Government of India has also mandated that we start with the backless days in schools, and so we have started with the backless days in the middle section, in the middle, the GMS, and this is to provide exposure to our children to the various career options available. So that is why at this point in time, it's very necessary, it's very important that we start somewhere with career counseling. And this career counseling is expected to provide the information, necessary information to our children, to our students, so they take informed decision as to what is good for them. And through career counseling, through our teachers, they will be able to assess their strengths, their weaknesses. The career counselors would be providing the demands, the information of the demands in the job market. They would also be assessing the strengths and weaknesses of children. So children would know that this is their strength, this is their weakness. So wherever their strengths are, they can follow that career path. Ultimately, it is dependent on the children. But it is our responsibility to provide that guidance to our children. So we are grateful to the Antarang Foundation and YouthNet for coming forward to train the trainees available here this morning. They will be the master trainers and they will go back to their respective schools, to the blocks, to train the teachers. We are required to provide a counselor, career counselor in each of our schools, but that will take some time. But with all of you here, it is our hope, our expectation that step by step we will be able to provide career counselors, career counselor teachers in our schools, in our blocks, so that we guide our children to take up, to choose the right profession which will give them satisfaction in life, profession by which they will be able to give back to the society. So I wish all of you a very fruitful training program, and please keep in mind that the training, through this training, the expectations from the government on you is also high, and we look forward that whatever training you gain here, whatever capacity building takes place here will be.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.